I'm Insomniac.
I'm Pops.
And this is Shooting the Shit.
The a.k.a. Pops.
No. No, it is not. I'm Insomniac.
And I'm Pops.
And this is Shooting the Shit.
a.k.a. Chatting with Pops.
There we go. Roll that intro. Alright, this is episode 9 of Shooting the Shit. This is a public episode, and for everybody watching this going, what happened to episodes 5, 6, 7, and 8? Well, those were... No, 5 was a public episode too. 6, 7, and 8 were patron-exclusive episodes. This is a weekly segment, but only for patrons. 1 episode per month is for everybody else. Being that this is a public episode, this episode is a topic that we picked. The other topics are picked by the patrons, but what's the topic today, Pops?
Well, things we hate about the way people drive and pet peeves about how they drive. That's
Driving pet peeves and shit drivers.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about today.
Yeah.
And we live in New Jersey, which
Wow.
is the second highest capital for shit drivers in the world, shortly after New York City.
Absolutely.
Well, actually, no, I guess as a whole state, New Jersey would be number 1. New York City has worse drivers than New Jersey.
Oh, no question.
But New York State does not, so New Jersey, I still think, wins out for the worst drivers in the country.
Well, we should start right in there. I mean, not for nothing, but, you know, people drive all over the country, all over the world. I understand that, you know, but, you know, like where we live, you go down the Garden State Parkway to go down the seashore, and all you see is New York plates, right? And I always say the same thing. Why don't you New Yorkers stay over there? I mean, the point is...
I guess they don't have a beach worth of shit.
Yeah, the way they drive is unbelievable. It's like they're driving in a coma. I mean, just last week... We're going down.
It's almost like they try to be offensive on purpose.
You know, you're driving down the road in the left lane, all of a sudden the guy who's doing like 20 miles an hour less than you just, moves in front of you on a highway. And you know, I'm going, what in God's name is going on? I mean, you talk about road rage. Seriously hard not to freak out, want to run someone off the road and beat the living shit out of them. They have no respect or regard for life. I'm telling you, they drive like they're in a coma. And you don't belong on the fucking road. I mean, I don't know what to say about that. People really tick me off on the road. The things they do is unbelievable. It's like, where did you get your license? In a Cracker Jack box? Where'd you go? To the 5 and dime store when I was growing up? You know, well, wait, did you spin the little thing and your license popped out? You know, most of these people don't belong having a license.
I think part of the problem in our particular state is the population density and the way the roads are set up. Because, see, when I go, I've spent a significant amount of time down south, for example, and there are slow shit drivers down there too, but the difference is, even on a 2-lane road, it's you and that guy and nobody for the next 40 miles behind you and ahead of you, so you can pass them and you don't think about it for the rest of the day. Here, if you're on a 2-lane road or you're taking a back way somewhere and somebody in front of you is doing 18, you're at the mercy of that person for the rest of your ride, because you have no room to go around them because there's constant traffic coming in the other direction. Everything's a double yellow. There's a red light every 15 feet. Although now I'm getting off topic because now we're talking about why driving in New Jersey sucks. So let's get back to shit drivers and pet peeves. Yeah. So one of my pet peeves is people who do under the speed limit. Actually, let me revise that to anybody who does within 5 miles plus of the speed limit, because if there's a posted speed limit of 25 miles an hour, you better at least be doing 35. Have you ever tried to do 25 miles an hour? It's basically impossible unless you're in reverse or dead.
What?
I think they invented the 25 mile an hour speed limit when the first car came out. Like that was rocking.
I get behind people who are doing like a Model 8, a Model 8 4T. It's like they're in front of me doing 15, not even 25. And you're going, 15, even on the highway. I've gotten on the highway, people driving 40 who can and should get a ticket for that. It's dangerous.
Blinkers.
Blinkers.
Now let's talk about blinkers.
People don't know how to use
This is a very simple fucking concept. You put on the right blinker if you're going to make a right, your left blinker if you're going to make a left. But now there is a lot, I'd like to go a little bit deeper with that, because it's not that simple. If you're one of those dickheads that starts slamming on your brakes about 13 feet before a stop, and then puts your blinker on you're also an asshole. You need to put your blinker on ahead of time before you get to, but now, wait, let me take that even further. You can't put your blinker on 5 intersections before where you're going to make a turn, because then we think you're going to turn every time an intersection comes. But worst of all are the assholes that start slowing down in the middle of your trip to make a right or a left, but they never put a blinker on in the first place. How am I supposed to know you're turning?
Go through this all day, every day.
Blinkers are not that hard.
All day, every day.
Same thing on the highways. If you're going to make a lane change, put on a blinker. If you're going to cut me off, at least let me know a few seconds ahead of time that you're going to cut me off. Please,
Wow.
give me that courtesy.
I just went through something just now, and I went out for a moment to do something. There's no stop sign. I come to a stop sign. Woman has a main road. No stop. She stopped. What are you stopping for? It's not a 4-way stop. What? I mean,
People actually in our neighborhood do that a lot. They see an intersection and they just stop at it.
There's no stop sign.
They think they're making a turn, but they're not making a turn. They
fuck
stop
out of here.
just in case there's a car in another town that might possibly want to go through, and then they just continue on their way.
Shit really, really burns my ass.
My voice is getting hoarse.
It's what? His voice is getting hoarse, so he whips out some fucking whiskey.
Yeah. Anyway,
Get the hell out of here. You might need that shit today.
What's your next pet peeve?
Oh, my next pet peeve. Oh, okay. How about bus drivers? Had this happen the other day. Happens a lot too. I'm in a turn lane. Bus driver comes, turns 1 inch from my car, looking at me doing this. What the fuck? I don't have to get out of your way. You're not an emergency vehicle.
Buses, you're not emergency vehicles.
I mean, you're not.
You just go by, we're bigger, we can do what the fuck we want. Truck drivers do that too.
I mean, seriously, I actually looked up at the woman, and I did say there's a woman driving that day, but I just said to her, you hit my car, I'm going to choke you to death. I said that. I did, and she was like, shrugging her shoulders, like, I'm going to choke you to death, you hit my car. But, so I actually moved a little, but jeepers creepers, you're not an emergency vehicle. If you can't turn the bus and there's a turn, you fucking wait. How does that sound? Oh no, I'm gonna turn my bus 1 fucking inch from your car. Wow, you think this person need a beating if they hit you? I think so. I think they need the shit slapped out of them.
Buses are a giant problem. They should have if there aren't roads that have a bus lane, they should just not be able to make stuff. Well, in New York, there's bus lanes, at least especially in the city. Around here, there are no bus lanes. Wow. So, like, if you're on Grove Street, which if you're not from around here, you don't know where that is, but certain times of day when you're picking people up to go to work in the morning, it'll take you all of a half hour to go 2 miles because it stops at every corner to pick people up. And like I said before, there's not enough room here and there's too much traffic to actually go around the bus, so everyone just sits behind it.
I got another one. This will get you. And he's going, well, it ain't a car. How about, now I'm not saying that I don't respect cycling. My father was a serious cyclist. I love riding. Years ago, I loved riding my bike more than anything. However, these fucking bastards.
You're not driving a car.
Right. Get on your bike. Get in the fucking lane. You're not a car. Get over in the bike fucking lane. Get the fuck out of my way.
Somebody's in front of me doing 23 on a bicycle, and they start making those cute little fucking hand gestures and shit. I don't care. I will run you the fuck over. When I see a guy in front of me with their stupid ass little shorts on making little hand gestures, I want to floor it. That's what I want to do.
Well, yeah, you're not a car. There are, and in this case, there's lots of bike lanes in this fucking state.
There are bike lanes everywhere.
Get in the bike lane and stay there. What the fuck? You're riding a bicycle. And again, I respect that. But stay where the fuck you belong. You're not a car. You don't hold up traffic in people's lives.
I don't drive in the bike lane.
Yeah, right. Hey, that might not be a bad idea.
Actually, it might be a decent idea.
Right?
Old people.
He's shifting gears. Old people.
There should be designated times a day and or designated routes available to old people. They should not be allowed to drive with the rest of us. Now, old, I'm not talking about... older
I'm old.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about older generations. If you're 70 plus, 75 depending, I don't even think you should be driving, but you should be able to drive between, I guess maybe 10 a.m. and 1:30 p.m., and there should be special streets for you because you're fucking everybody's day up.
Wow.
And meanwhile, you can't even let out any road rage on these motherfuckers. First of all, they can't hear you. So if you roll up next to one and you start yelling at them, they don't even know what's going on because they're not sure they're awake yet. But if you have any type of heart, you pull up next to a Q-tip little old lady who can't see over steering wheel. What are you going to say to her? Personally, I don't feel like yelling at an old lady. So I get up next to some blue Buick driving ass old lady who just ruined my entire commute, and I don't even have anything to say to her.
I'm not touching the old people because, you
Start
know...
more shuttle... Well, actually, no. If you start more shuttle services, then there's more buses out there.
Stick shuttles up your ass. People who don't make a right turn when you can. I have sat in... I do it every day. And then there's 14 people in the fucking line. Not one person blows a horn. I'm 14 back blowing the horn.
Right, let me clarify what he's talking about, because he didn't clarify. He didn't explain this at all. There are lots of places, especially in this area, where you have 2 lanes at a red light. And the left lane is for either left turns or left and straight. And the right lane is for straight and right. Yeah. And there are almost no turn on red signs here. You can make a right almost everywhere.
Most of the time.
But you'll have a dickhead in the front who is making a right, sitting at the red light until it turns green. While everybody behind him who also wants to make a right has to also sit there. I want to run up to the front of the line and take the person's keys out of the car and throw them over a fence.
Burn!
And nobody else seems to care.
Because you know why? Another pet peeve. As soon as the car stops, let me get my phone. Stick it up your ass. What are you fucking with your phone for? This is why our lives are so in danger. Take this thing, put it away. But no, that's why nobody cares, because they're all fucking with their phone and their electronic gadgets.
Yeah, the light turns green, nobody goes.
I'm trying to get somewhere, and a lot of people may be, but nobody gives a shit. They're all on their own fucking agenda.
High beams.
He's gonna pick on me. Yeah, have another sip before you do, jackass.
High beams.
Here he goes.
Let's talk about high beams.
Yeah, the whiskey.
Now,
let's talk about high beams.
Unfortunately, my dad's on the wrong side of this one.
Oh, bafanado.
Because
get the fuck out of here.
I can't stand anybody driving at me with high beams. I have see these 2 fucking things right here? Those are eyeballs.
Yeah, great.
And guess what happens when you're driving at me with your high beams on? Those fucking hurt. And then I can't see for the next 8 cars past the one that passed me. Well, that's his excuse for it. He can't see, so he has his high beams on, and then people high beam him, and he calls him an asshole.
No, but I can't see when they're high beaming me. Half of them high beaming me as well. What are you talking about? That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Turn your fucking high beams off.
Yeah.
Unless you are by yourself.
Yeah.
All right, that's the middle ground. I don't care who uses their high beams. The second you see another car either in front of you facing the other way or in front of you coming in.
So sometimes I forget to shut it. He has a fucking
your high beams off because nobody else wants to see that shit. Yeah. Or get yourself some night vision goggles. Something like that.
I mean, hey, you buy them for me. I'll fucking wear them, you jackass.
You buy them for me.
This fucking guy.
You see this guy driving around with night vision goggles on?
Yeah.
Oh my
gosh. I'll fucking wear them because people blind the shit out of me. But you know, the thing is with him, with me, with the high beams, I'll put them on. I can't really see. It's dark, but and I forget to shut them. Half of the time I do. Cars coming, I'll let me shut that. But I'm not aware that I have the fucking things on. He has his shit fit, so this is a touchy spot right here.
I do. Although it's not like I brought that up just because of him. I drive all fucking day, and every other person has their high beams on.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
It's not just him, but that doesn't make it excusable. You're just one of those problems.
Wow, pet peeves. There you go.
Oh,
sometimes I don't know. Beams. OCD. Fucking OCD,
man. That's not OCD. That's I don't want
medication for that.
Everybody, leave a comment here and let me know how you feel about people driving with their high beams on. Or if you're one of those high beam drivers, you can leave a comment too. Let me know why you drive with your high beams on.
I tell him, just wait. He's 30 fucking years old. Just wait, smart ass. Wait, when the eyes don't work the way they used to, because that's how life works.
No, at that point, I'm going to get a car that has really good headlights.
Oh, model. And blind everyone with the fucking high beams off. Like people do.
No.
How about those? Here, pet peeve. Let's move on to bright white and blue lights.
Now,
Stick those up your fucking ass.
Disagree on these because unless you're talking about aftermarket HIDs, those are fucking terrible. I can't stand you guys. He also refers to like brand new cars with standard HID projection lights and says that they're too bright.
They're
supposed to be. But see, the difference with high beams and low beams is why they call them low and high. The low beams on any general car are at a certain height level. That's literally where the beam stops. High beams are at a higher beam level so you can see further. The standard HID projection lighting is at the standard level. It's not in your eyes. Yeah, no,
they're fucking bright as hell.
They're supposed to be.
High beam, so you're getting blinded anyway.
So what this guy's saying is it's okay to drive with your high beams on so you can see. But if you have a regular set of headlights that's bright enough that you can see, you're an asshole. How does that make sense? What the
You're the
fuck?
one. He's fucking talking. I quit.
I have no problem with
Fuck
bright
this
headlights
subject,
if they're
seriously.
not on the high beams.
But anyway, wow, we really got on one here. You got any more pet peeves?
Oh yeah, oblivious drivers, which seem to be most of the people around here.
Yeah.
Everybody who drives around here, and in our area of New Jersey, this is not a touristy area. There's nothing to see here. Everybody around here drives.
No, really, there isn't. Except Montclair thinks, there's something to see
they
there.
think they're special, but they're not.
Oh, God, forget it.
Everybody around here drives like they're in fucking Times
Wow.
Square, like there's something to see, or like they're lost, or like they're trying to find their way.
Yeah.
And it is just like everybody in front of you is stopping at every intersection. They're looking at signs.
Yeah.
If they're, and then you have everybody thinks they're on a Sunday drive all the time, even when it's not Sunday.
Right.
Let me just do 20 miles
It
an hour. with
isn't
my music
Sunday.
on. Even when it's Sunday, it's not fucking Sunday in
Yeah.
New Jersey. Get
The
out of the
fuck
way.
outta here.
Pull over so I can get by.
Absolutely.
Holy
I mean,
shit. Ubers.
Oh.
They're starting to fuck things up around
8
here.
million fucking Ubers.
Everybody's driving an Uber and everybody's trying to pick somebody up. So you always have some dickhead in front of you looking for an address, and then they pull over, but not all the way. They're hanging out in the street. They got their flashers on,
Yeah.
and then you see some other oblivious dickhead with a cell phone running towards their car because they're
What?
trying to get their ride.
On that note, I pull over one night, and some guy opens my back fucking door and starts getting in. I go, oh! I go over to say, what the fuck? He goes, oh, aren't you an Uber? I said, get the fuck out of my car. And he got the fuck out, but holy shit! I mean, Uber, this is a fucking mess.
People who ride the left lane, that's my next pet peeve. If you're on the highway and you're not planning on passing anybody in that fucking lane,
You're not supposed to ride the
Get out
left
of
lane.
it.
Right, there's signs. Left lanes for passing.
Well, see, occasionally
I'm
I
gonna
ride-
get over there and sleep there.
occasionally I ride the left lane, but I'm doing 90 or more.
Well,
And that's okay, because I am passing the whole
he's
highway.
doing 90 or more.
But when you are in the left lane doing 55 with the cruise control on, and then usually I will flash my high beams indoor.
Like a lot of New Yorkers.
And then usually with the New Yorkers love doing that for some reason
Yes.
in our state.
Yes.
If I flash the high beams or I beep and there's 3 empty lanes next to you, move the fuck over. But then you know what they usually do? And this is going to be an extended part of the pet peeve. There's one of two things that happen when somebody's riding the lane and you want to get around them. Either you then put your blinker on to move over to pass the fucker and they move over at the same time, or you move over, they stay where they're at, and then as soon as you accelerate to start passing them, now
They
you're having
speed
a
up.
drag race.
Yeah.
If you wanted to
Fucking assholes.
why were you over there in the first place then?
Between your voice and my voice, at least you have some fucking
Yeah,
whiskey
well, see,
to
if you,
coat
had,
it.
if you had some whiskey,
I
you'd be
can't.
doing a lot better over there.
Nah.
If you think he should start drinking whiskey,
Bafangul.
Leave a comment.
Don't waste your fucking time on that. Don't fucking waste your time. This guy.
well, yeah, I think we hit a lot of them. Probably not, not all of them. In fact, I'm about to go somewhere in a minute, and I'm sure that I'm going to think about 50 more things we could have
Right.
put in this video. Because, oh my god, the shit drivers around here.
Wow.
Endless. This is an endless topic. But I think we hit a lot of good ones. What I want you to do is leave a comment. Let me know about your driving pet peeves, things that bother you, or some of the things we touched on and your opinions on those. Also, if you want to see us do this segment every week, we pick a new topic every week and we actually let you pick the topics. You're going to want to go to the link at the very top of the video description, sign up at the Patreon page. That's the only way you can
Become a patron.
That's right. It's the only way you can get access to this not this topic,
And
but this.
spread these videos around.
Right, share the videos. But like I said, if you want to see this segment every single week, you have to be
Yeah.
a patron. So hit that link. Plus, you get lots of other awesome things, including access to my full cigar reviews, my watch reviews, my giveaways, etc. So
Maybe you see us two knuckleheads become kind of like a cult, have like a little famous
we're not
cult
going to start a cult, but maybe we'll be a cult.
We got
following.
have a cult following. Us two knuckleheads share these videos because some people are going to go, these guys are two assholes, and some may like it.
And some people are going to light up a cigar and go, this is great. Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
we're really giving a
Bafangul.
shit at the end of the day, right?
So, right. I don't care. But, you want to do that. Become a patron. Spread it around. As for you drivers who do suck, all these that we brought up, go park your cars in the fucking driveway and leave them there. Better yet, sell your car and walk. Take mass transit because you can't drive. All right, now we're fucking done.
Nice. I like it.
We're out.